Today we're going to look at the miniature book art of Maryline Poole. Maryline is no longer binding or printing, and she has given to me her Chandler and Price letterpress printer and all the remainder of the books that she created over her lifetime. Now, finished copies of her collection will be donated upon her passing to an appropriate library, but all of this material she planned on throwing out. So I feel very fortunate for having acquired it, both as a learning and a demonstration library for Tuleburg Press. So let's look at a finished book. This is called Almanac. It comes in a little slipcase. You can see how tiny this book is, and it is an accordion fold text block. It is an 18th century little ditty about the seasons: snowy, flowy, blowy, showery, flowery, bowery, etc. It goes through the seasons, and then on the back the text discusses what might befall you if you marry in those months. So for example, those who in July are wed must labor for their daily bread. Whoever wed in August be, many a change is sure to see. So a little bit of a prediction here on your marriage. That's the text block. So we look at the way the book is structured and we see that there are marbled end pages. The book is stamped gold foiled lettering. And it, as I said before, has a slipcase. This particular one is numbered. Let me go back again and tell you that this is number 25 of 45 copies of the book. All right, we have one more. I do believe this one's number 30. When we look at what's left, we can actually construct one more book. Even though we have 3 text blocks that are ready to go, okay? We have 3 text blocks. We have already prepared cut end papers. We have already cut and prepared slipcase cardstock and covers and spines or sides. We only have one completed cover that's already gold foiled, already set and ready to be bound. And we do have an interesting template of what the cover was like. However, we have no way of creating this foiling, as we don't have these particular stamps to create more than one more book of this type. But as a learning tool, this presents us with the opportunity of putting together one more of Maryline Poole's book, Almanac. So many people think a book is bound and has pages and opens from left to right. Well, in Maryline Poole's miniature book world, books come in all sorts of interesting shapes. This is a little cabinet. It sits on its 4 little legs. It's got dowels for turning, and it opens up and imitates a small cupboard of drawers. And when you turn the dowel, you'll see that this is called Culpeper's Cabinets. It's an alphabet of herbs and spices by Maryline Poole Adams, Poole Press 2000. So here's her text about spices, the history of, since early times have been necessities not only to flavor or preserve foods, but to fight disease. The most desirable, most potent spices are natives of tropical climes. And as you read on, you get a little bit of a biography of Nicholas Culpeper and his importance to the spice world. And as you keep turning, here is our alphabet of spices, starting with allspice, bay, cinnamon, dill, echinacea, fennel, etc. Now, for you, we have unicorn root. I'll leave that to your imagination. But this book is a complete example. And when Maryline passed all of this material on to us at Tuleburg Press, she also passed on all the rest of the pieces and parts for books that were unfinished. So we have archived all of this material, and it will be up to us over the years to see how much of the material remains to be put together. So here we have what the inside of the cupboard looks like. Here are an example of 2 more of the dowels that we could use to create this cupboard. Here are the little wooden pieces that she used for the legs. And these are the sides with their little leather hinges, but it looks like if we wanted to do more than a few books, we'd have to create some more leather straps for the hinging action here of the book. We have several more labels to title the book. And we have a few of the text blocks. This is what the text block looked like. It was all printed and colored on book cloth and then glued together. So this is one that was, it actually says this is number A. Maybe this is the artist proof. Oh, that's exciting. Ah, because this is from 1999. This is a very early text block. I'm just finding this out right now myself. Here are others that are prepared. And it looks like there are 4. So if we have in our possession enough material, we could conceivably make 4 more of these books, because we have the sides, the tops, the labels, the legs, the text blocks. But I'm going back to this 1999 one. What's fascinating about having all this material is you get to see how her mind worked and how she thought about putting the book together. And this one is really different from the way the book actually turned out. Remarkable to have all this material to share with you here at Tuleburg Press.